Hello, welcome to FS with Srikanth. In this lecture, we are going to discuss forms. What is a form? With the help of forms, we will get the information from the user. We are collecting the information data from the user, and we can share the data to the server. What type of data we would like to collect, like a username and first name, last name, email address, mobile number, age, date of birth, and some comment messages and email address, phone numbers. A lot of information we will collect from the user. What we collect, that information we can share to the server. What type of server? Like a Node.js server, Java server. The server side application collect the information from this form tag only. Here, this is a form tag. With the help of forms are designed with the help of this form tag. This form tag having two important attributes that are action and one more is method. Action, we are providing URL of server. What is a server? Like a Node.js server, like a Java server. And this method having two important values, that is get or post method. Two methods are available, HTTP method. What it does, this method? So first, this action attribute can give the path of the server. When the user is submitting the submit button, that situation, submitting the data, that situation, from the browser URL, the entire data is shared to particular server. And this method attribute can share the information like in encrypted form, either normal text form. When we are using method value get, that situation, the data is forwarded through the browser directly. The data is never encrypted way. The user, everyone can knows that the data is visible on browser URL. And when we are using a post method, that situation, the entire data is encrypted. Encrypted in the sense, the entire data is delivered to server with a single line of code, single word of the code, like a encrypted form. So our data is secured. In a real time, definitely we use this method values post only. If in case we are using get, client's data will be corrupted. So here the form containing n number of forms containing n number of elements, n number of fields. Just you observe, I want to open one existing file. Just you observe, this is a text field, and this is a password field, and age, number field, date of birth field, and email address and mobile number, and radio buttons. And we are using here the text box states we are using data list. Just to observe, this is a data list. When you are pressing the data list, entire state will be upper. Just to observe, Andhra Pradesh, I am trying to enter Andhra Pradesh, the relevant to A and D characters, what type of characters there available, that will be visible on the states, right? When the user is pressing enter the keys. And we are using this is a read only format, means we never enter. This is a fixed one. And the hobbies, there is one is a checked one. Just you observe, when I am refreshing this, automatically it will be checked one only. And next one, there are some drop down lists are there, and we can insert some image. And suppose we want to choose particular color, what type of color you like, red color I like. So this type of information, URL and range, what is the range, how many marks you are getting, like this is a comment box and submit button. When we are trying to submit some of the validations also, we can place here, please enter this field, right? So I was enter this one, and again I am pressing submit button, and again this one, password, like next one, number you should place. Suppose I am entering a 1, it is not allowing. Just to observe, the must value greater than 18, and suppose I am entering like 88, and again you observe, must be less than or equal to 61. This way we are getting, right? Just observe, 44, 40, and date of birth. This is a calendar. Here the calendar is this is date picker is provided by the Google Chrome only, this browser only. One browser to another browser, this date picker is different. Just to observe, I was copied here this one. I am opening this suppose in, just observe, date picker, these are different. When you observe, and this is a Firefox and this is a Chrome, the date picker viewing is completely different, right? So but it is allowing for yesterday, before days also it allowing. but we can restrict with the help of JavaScript. Next one, there are different type of text fields or form fields are available, and this entire different type of fields we would like to learn in this lecture. And please watch completely, and please practice each and every field. And every web developer is required this all techniques. I'm not only cover theoretical, I'll share some real-time example, real-time information I will be sharing in this lecture. And here this one also I would like to close. I'm opening one form example. I'm taking one form example, and now I'm live server. This is form, nothing. Just to observe, welcome to form, and this is our page. Welcome to form. This is our page, right? Form having different type of fields are available, that are like a input field and a text field and password field, checkboxes and radio buttons and select button and select tag and submit button and reset button, and plenty of text area and different type of tags are available, different type of fields are available. Like suppose we want to create one text field, like this is a text field collecting the user name. So for that we are using input element, input tag having one of the most important attribute, that is a type. When we are using type value text, automatically it will be creating this text box, and what we are entering, suppose ABC, it is appeared like a same only. And input value type equaled password, when we are pressing type equaled password, automatically it creating one text box and it creates one dotted format. When the client is entering the data, the content is appear like in a dotted format. And when we are using type equal submit, automatically it create one submit button. And when we are using the submit place, we are using reset, automatically it will be create reset button. And the two functionalities are different. What is mean by submit? When the user is clicking this button, that situation, what enter the data in user, the client enter data from these fields, that entire data will be shared to the particular server. And reset, what user entered, the entered fields will be cleared. Suppose we entered ABC and some password we enter, that type of information is completely erased. And definitely we use some different attributes, that are name attribute we use, and size attribute we use, and max length and placeholder required. This type of information we will get from this lecture, and this is the most important. Just observe here, and this is our page. Forms created by the form tag. Just observe form, and we don't have any, right now we don't have any server side page, so that I am not mentioning any attribute. If in case we are not mentioning any attribute, in the sense the defaultly it having method and get value. Just observe input we are taking type text, automatically one type text box will be created. And input password, we are taking password, and again it will be creating one more password. Just observe here, I'm not placing any information here. Just observe text Srikanth is there, and password Srikanth, again I am placing Srikanth. Just observe here Srikanth, and I am placing some password. How we recognize this is a text field and this is a password field? For that, definitely we should provide the label names. So but right now I am placing only direct names, that is S name, student name, suppose S name, and here I am placing password. Then it is clear to analyze, right? Okay, this one is a text field and this one is a password field. I am using here break keyword I am using. But right now I want to focus submit button. I want to create one submit button, break, and input type submit, automatically submit button is created. And next I am using here input type, in the place reset I am using here, reset. Two buttons are created, and here observe I am entering one value Srikanth, and I was entering password is also Srikanth. The form value is method I am using, method get I am using here. Just again you observe this one, name Srikanth I am forwarding, Srikanth, and there is one more button, password, like suppose Srikanth I am entering, Srikanth, submit button I am pressing here, method, where the values will be shared, we don't know. I am placing here name attribute, name, sname, I am placing sname, I am placing here, and password I am here, password I am placing, again I am placing here, and password, submit. Just observe here, we are getting some values. Without name attribute, the data is not shared right now. So but right now we are having some information. Just observe, copy, and I was opening this one in a notepad, just I was pasting here. Just observe. So what is our first variable? Sname is our first variable. Just observe, this is a name. The server side can be read this value only. What we enter sname, this is we are entering this one. And what is the next value? Password HGG. I am placing here HGG. Again you check. I am placing here Srikanth, like QWERTY something. I am placing here, and my password 12345678. This is a password. When I am submitting, we are getting same information in a URL box. We are getting. Just observe. I am copying this one. Notepad, I was opening this. What type of information we get? Just observe. Sname, what we placed? QWET, same, and password. What the password? 12345678. Means when we are using method value get, the data is not secure. But when I am using method value is post. Just you observe, method value post. Just observe again, same I am trying to enter, and password like a 76 something, some numbers I was entered in a URL box. You observe in a URL box this page is not working. Why? Suppose method value get, then you can clear. Just observe here, I am entering method value something, submit. It was submitted, but when I am changing this post, I am refreshing this, and somewhat I am placing here submit. This page is not working. Why? Because it is trying to send post securely, it's trying to send, but action value we are not providing now. So what? It is restricting the data values, it never share to anywhere. So that is a benefit of this method. Encrypted, the data is encrypted, it never shares. HTTP methods will be works properly. This is one of the benefit. Go live. And every input field, this is one of the input field. Just you observe, name field is start from here and password field is start from here, but we required some blank spaces. When we are using this empty spaces, it not works actually. It only provides only single space. For that we require to use and some non-breaking space we want to place here. Ampersand NBSP, non-breaking single space. Automatically it provides some space. The same way, suppose you placing here 3 times, it is, that is a difference. Some space is there now, that type of space it will be provided, right? So, and I have one more doubt. When I am trying to enter this submit button, I want to give a clear information, right? In this place, I want to give some placeholder name. Means enter your student name. Suppose I am using here placeholder. This is one of the attribute. So placeholder in the sense, just the content is visible like a watermark. Enter student name. Just observe here. Enter student name. It is not just only watermark. When we are pressing one letter, automatically it was erased. But when without entering any character, even also we can submit. Just observe, we can also, it is submitted. Method value, we require to change this method value, post get value. Then only it is possible to, without any value also we can send, but we have one requirement. What is the requirement? Definitely you should enter a name and password. For that we have a one more other attribute are there, that is a required attribute is there. Required, what is the mean by required? Definitely you may enter, just observe required equal required, just please fill out this field, that is a validation restrictions, right? And same required field also you can place here, required. Just observe, when I am trying to enter first one, please enter, fill this detail, right? Suppose Srikanth I am trying to enter, right? And again I am trying to submit, again it asks please fill out this field. Suppose I am entering like this password, automatically it sends. This is a password, just observe S number. What is the password? This is a password, secureless password. So again we required one more attribute. So just observe, here you should accept only limited characters only you want to accept. Just observe, one more attribute we want to use, max length. Well, how many letters you want to allow? Only 6 letters you want to allow. Just you observe, I am trying to enter 6 letters. Suppose 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, seventh one is not entered, it is restricted. Why? Because max value is that. Suppose when I am using 10, maximum value will be changed, like a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 0. And when we are entering another letter, automatically it is not allowing. That is a one issue is there, right? Restricting the user. And if we want to enlarge this text box field, this is a fixed size now, we want to enlarge. For that we are using size attribute. Size, how much size you want to place here? Suppose 25 characters I want to place here, 25. Just observe, that was increased, and again you observe. And suppose I am placing here 50, what happens? The size is increased. So in this way we will arrange the fields. How many attributes we are covering here? Required attribute, placeholder attribute, and max length, and size name attribute. These are the most important, and real time we use this placeholder and required field the number of times we should use. Initial only we restrict. Next one, we want to add some button. So here the submit button is there, but I want to add my own button, right? Input, type button, what type of button you want to require? Name equal okay, suppose value okay. Okay button, but it is doesn't do anything. Just you observe, it doesn't do anything. What it does? Nothing. No operations are there. This button, nothing. No operation. When we are using JavaScript with the help of the JavaScript and backend codes, we assign some operation to this button. But the submit and resend buttons are having some default values, default functionalities. But this OK button doesn't having any functionality. Just observe reset. Automatically this field was resetting. Right. And here suppose we want to place one field set to this entire form. There is with the help of field set tag we can design that one. Field set tag. Within the field set we need to add this entire form elements, not only form, elements. Just to observe field set, it designed one box, just rectangular box it will be designed. Just to observe one rectangular box it was designed. And we need to provide one title to this field, right? Entire field set, right? There is a one tag is there, legend. With the help of legend we provide the name. So this one is, here we learn text and password data na. Text and password. Just to observe, the name was changed, text and a password, right? And definitely this password, suppose when you are trying to submit button, automatically it is fill the fields, but we want to restrict the user, means we want to add some validation, like you should only enter 5-6 letters only, like only alphabets only you try to enter, and only you want to enter some only numbers only you enter. The type of patterns are also available. Password also required. The type of, just here I was placing some little bit patterns. Suppose we required only letters and numbers, only letters and numbers, there is no punctuation marks, then we should use this pattern. Only A to Z, capital A and capital A to Z and small a to Z, only 0 to 9, and no other values will be allowed. This type of pattern value. Pattern means restricting. Just you observe, I am trying to copy. I am placing this one pattern value. So just observe, here we are using A to Z and capital small a to Z. So capital A to Z and zeros. Numbers are not allowed. Pattern. Right. When I am entering this one, automatically please fill this field, right? I am trying to enter symbols, plus symbol I am entering here. But please match the requested format. You don't enter any this type of symbols. Only you should enter alphabets, other numbers. Don't enter any symbol. Not only that, just A, B, C, and I am entering one plus symbol. And into division some symbols I entered, and password I should enter some different characters. When I am trying to submit, what it happens, just observe. Please match the requested format. Means it never allows this such type of symbols. This type of patterns are most important in a real time. So not only this text field in the sense only it allows, but you want to restrict them. Only number 6 characters only. It must contains only 6 characters. Then what should you do? Copy. Just observe. It allows only 6 characters. Only 6 characters. What type of characters? That is Irish. Right? Just observe. I am trying to enter different numbers. So 10 only it allows. Maximum length we are providing only 10. But when I am trying to submit, just observe. What? Okay. Minimum characters we enter, right? So suppose I was enter like 5. Sorry. 8 characters I would like to enter. Just observe. Yes, I am trying to submit. Fill this requested format. Why? Because minimum 6 character and maximum 8 characters only it allows. Maximum 8, minimum 6. But here how many characters we enter? Number of 10 characters we enter. But it not allows. Minimum 6 characters. Definitely you should place 6 characters. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just observe 7, 8 we enter, submit. Fill out this field. What happens? Okay, we enter 8 characters. Yes, 9 I should enter. Then please match follow the request. Suppose I am entering only 5. Then what happens? Try to submit. The validations, initial validation we apply with the help of HTML5 only. And the same way we provide some validation passwords, right? Just observe. Numbers and characters. Suppose what we required, only lowercase letters and numbers, at least 5 characters. Just observe, this is our target. What? Minimum 5 characters, only lowercase letters and numbers, nothing. There is no others. And I want to enter here pattern required. Pattern. I place it here. Just observe. A to Z. Password A to Z. Minimum 5 characters is required. Suppose I am entering here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 letters only enter. And here I should enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Submit. Just observe what happened. Please match the requirement format. Why? Because we are providing pattern. Only use capital small case letters and up to 5 numbers only. 5 letters only you should use, right? Minimum 5 letters only you should use. But here you entered only 4 characters. When you entered one more character, one more number, then automatically it allows. Please match the request, right? What is happened? Capital letters only, small letters A, B, C, D. What happened? Submitted data. These are submitted data. And copy. Then you observe, this is our data. What is our S name? This is S name, what we entered. And what is our password? This is our password. When we are trying to calculate us, it not allows. In this way, we can restrict our form, right? You observe, everyone. Please practice this one. Actually, it's a very lengthy, bigger one concept in HTML. And not only HTML, in web technologies, forms are most important. But right now we learn only these two fields only, input field and input field are having number of field values, right? Type values. We will learn in our next class. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe and comment. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.